Hi collectors, it's time for another nickel hunt. I had so much fun with my last hunt, decided to do another one. Let me crack this open and we'll see what we find. I'll pull you in if there's anything interesting. We're into roll 3 and I've just come across a 2005 Denver minted buffalo. It's a modern day buffalo, bison I should say. And there's a spear through the bison variety, which this one does not have. It's a cool variety to find. We'll keep a lookout for it, and I'll pull you back in if there's anything else to check out. All right, collectors, we're into roll 8 and got another older Jefferson Nickel here. Just a reminder, I'm looking for Jeffersons from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, particularly the wartime nickels, and any key date nickels in those decades. We'll get this one opened up. Relatively newer one on the top. It's a nice shape. Let's see what we got. All right, we opened up roll 8, and we got a 1942. It's the year that the war nickel started. I don't think this is a war nickel because of the color. No, it is not. But hey, we're on the board with our first Jefferson Nickel find from the 40s. All right, we're into roll 9. As I started going through it, we came across another 1942 from Philly. All right, so that makes 2 of them. We'll put it up there. We'll keep going. All right, we're still in roll 9, and we got a 1958 out of Denver. All right, so we'll add that to the piles up here. Okay, collectors, we're into roll 10, and we've got a 1956 out of Philly. So we'll add that to the pile. Okay, we're in roll 11, and we've come across a 1948. Now, 48 from, I believe, San Francisco Mint would be a semi-key date. Let's see what we have. Maybe a D, kind of hard to tell. Let's get underneath the microscope. Yep, out of Denver. So not the semi-key, but another find nonetheless, so we'll add it to the board. Move these out a bit. Okay. Come across a Denver mint mark in the back. Oh, this is interesting. All right, we got an NRA counterstamped nickel, which is kind of interesting because in a previous hunt, I came across an NRA stamped quarter. So we'll pair those up. Meantime, we got another 1958 Jefferson, so we'll add that to the pile up here as well. And we'll pull this out as a side find, and we'll keep searching. And at the bottom of that same pile, we got another 1958 out of Denver. So those keep adding up. All right, I'm nearing the end of roll 13, and as these were sliding down, I've come across, well, actually, this dark one really caught my eye, but I noticed it got 1939 and 1953, and the one in the sandwich in the middle is a 1959. All right, so let's take a look at these. 39 is a key year if it's from Denver. 1953 is not. This is from Philly, so we add that up to the board. 59. It's out of Denver, so I'll add that up to the board. And then let's take a look at this 1939. Now, I found a whole bunch of 39s in my last nickel hunt. None from Denver, all from Philly, just like this one. But a cool find nonetheless from the 30s. So I'll add that to the board. And we're beginning to get a couple piles going here. Roll 17. I don't know what happened to that nickel, but if you go to the other ender, we got a mint mark on the back, so we got an old one. Let's hope that it's in the 50s or earlier. We'll get this open in a minute. All right, we got the roll open. Here's the ender. And yeah, it's in the 60s, 1964D. Got an interesting back on this one. A little bit of damage. But 1947 nonetheless. All right, so we'll add it up here as well. And we'll go through the rest of this roll as well. think there's some other old ones, but again, I'll pull you back in if I find anything interesting. We're at the end of roll 17, and we've come across a 1953 out of Philly. So we'll add that to the pile. We got another 53 right here. All right, we're at the end of roll, I believe, 18, and we've come across an early one, a 1940. Let's see where it's from. Philadelphia. All right, so we'll add this to the pile. Put this after the 1939. Just got roll 20 opened up. Started fanning it out, looking for Wartime or Buffalo nickels, but came across this 1957 from Denver, so we'll add that to the pile of finds. We've been going through roll 21, and I've come to another 1957. This one out of Denver. So we'll add that to the pile as well. Just opened up roll 23 and came across this old looking nickel from 1941. Okay, we got another 40s. I'm gonna add that to the pile. This is roll 25. And came across this really dark nickel that I can't tell the age of. Oh, there looks like there's a mint mark on the back. Let's get that underneath the microscope. Oh, it's an S. All right, so we got we got something from San Francisco Mint. Let's turn it over, see if we can figure out a date. 1954S. So not a key date or key year or semi-key, but still a find from the 50s nonetheless, and something from this San Francisco Mint. So we'll add it to the board. I believe it goes there. Yep, 53, 54. Roll 26. And we have a 1941 out of Philly. All right, so we'll add that to the pile. Second 1941. I just opened up roll 28 and have come across my first. Ooh, we got Canadian and we got 2020 here underneath the 2018. So we got a Canadian from 1985. All right. We'll add that to the side finds next to the NRA stamped nickel, and we'll keep going. We're at the end of roll 28, and I've come across another 1941 from Philly. Rim has got a dent on it on the back, which is too bad. Otherwise, it's a nice looking coin. Collectors, I've been going through roll 35, and as I've been going through them, I've hit a patch of a bunch of old coins here. So we got a 1948 from Philly. Came across this nice 1960. Just want to take a look at it. Not going to be pulling it aside because I believe I have one. We'll double check that. And I came across a nice 1940 also out of Philly. So that's the second one from 1940. Haven't finished going through these. I see a couple old ones at the end. Just take a look at this one down here. Maybe it's not as old as I think it is. No, it's just a real banged up one from 1980. All right. Thanks for watching. Keep subscribing, and there's more coming. All right, going through roll 36. And look what we got here, guys. 1943. P. So we got a silver Wartime Nickel. First one of the hunt. Really excited finding this. This is a great find. We'll add it up on the board. And I was thinking this might be one down here because of the color. But it's just a really discolored 1988D. But we got our first silver. 2 boxes in a row with the silver. And we got more to go. towards the end of roll 41, and got a 1954 over here from Denver. So we'll add that to the pile. Got roll 44 opened. And as I was fanning them out, I saw this 1954 from Philadelphia. All right, so we'll add that to the pile. Coming to the end of the box, I'm in roll 47, and I caught a mint mark over here. So let's see what we got. 1959D. All right, we'll add that to the pile. And we'll keep looking. All right, and we just finished roll 50 and came across a 1940 Philadelphia. Another one, so we'll add that to the pile. And then we'll do the recap. Pretty good hunt. Stay tuned. All right, and we're here for the recap. We came across 13 finds from the 1950s. We got 14 from the 1940s, including one silver wartime nickel, 1943p. We got one from the 30s, 1939. And a couple of side finds like this Canadian from 85 and this counter-stamped one that says NRA, which interestingly enough matches something that I found in another coin hunt. So this is a 1995 quarter. I forgot what year this nickel was. Looks like also 1995. Well, that's really interesting. I'm going to have to do a little research to see if there was some NRA campaign going on in 1995, but we got two of these. But the key find, and it's always great finding silver in bank rolls, 1943p. Really appreciate you guys watching, and thanks for subscribing. Until next time.